On the 16th of February, 1923, in Egypt's Valley of the Kings, a British archaeological team, led by Howard Carter, breached the sealed entrance of an ancient subterranean tomb. Passing beyond the protective seal, they entered the final resting place of Tutankhamun. Carter raised his lamp, and its beam illuminated an astonishing sight. The pharaoh lay surrounded by over 5,000 artifacts. The chamber was filled with gold, precious jewels, and countless other priceless treasures. For over 3,000 years, they lay undisturbed, frozen in time. Among the thousands of wondrous treasures discovered within the tomb of the boy pharaoh Tutankhamun, a skillfully crafted 13-inch iron dagger stands out. The dagger is nothing short of a work of art, its golden sheath adorned with a chaste feather pattern. It was positioned upon the king's thigh, and of all 5,000 items within the tomb, only the dagger rested so intimately close to the ruler's body. In the 13th century BCE, during the reign of young Tutankhamun, his dagger was far more than a mere weapon. Forged of iron, it embodied the authority bestowed upon him by the gods themselves. This is why the iron dagger accompanied the pharaoh into his tomb. It was intended to serve him in the afterlife, where Tutankhamun was destined for a crucial role, assisting Ra, the sun god, in his eternal journey across the heavens. The ancient Egyptians held a profound belief that each sunset marked the commencement of Ra's perilous journey through the underworld, a realm of shadows, instability, fraught with demons and monstrous entities. In this context, Tutankhamun's dagger assumed the role of a literal defense, intended to ward off the relentless assaults of these spectral adversaries. A widespread conviction persisted, asserting that the blade of the dagger possessed extraordinary spiritual powers. The notion that the young pharaoh was interred alongside a formidable iron dagger, empowering him to vanquish his foes in the afterlife, presents a truly captivating narrative. However, a lingering question remains. Could it be that the dagger genuinely possessed a divine potency, as fervently believed by the ancient Egyptians? The tale of Tutankhamun's dagger is shrouded in mystery, particularly concerning the origin of this sacred relic. During Tutankhamun's reign, iron smelting was not widely practiced in Egypt. The iron used to forge the dagger, discovered within his tomb, was undoubtedly of foreign origin. Egyptians believed such a skillfully crafted iron blade could only be a gift from the gods. However, contemporary scientific investigations have revealed that the iron used to create the dagger was not extracted from terrestrial ore. Forged from the heart of a meteorite, this is iron that journeyed to Earth from the cosmos. Imagine, 3,500 years ago, in ancient Egypt, a meteorite plummets from the sky. For the Egyptians, the heavens were the realm of gods. And from this realm, a messenger descends, carrying within it iron, from which a dagger is crafted. Was this not a gift from the divine? Back then, iron was valued as if it were gold. No wonder, since it literally fell from the sky. Did the ancient Egyptians believe that Tutankhamun's dagger possessed otherworldly power simply because it came from another world? Perhaps. This blade, forged from meteoritic iron, was more than a weapon. It was a symbol of divine favor, a connection to the cosmos, a gift from the heavens. Legend whispers that the dagger held more than just symbolic power. Its sacred nature seemingly intertwined with a series of uncanny deaths following its removal from Tutankhamun's tomb. Recall Howard Carter's team peering into the untouched burial chamber, beholding countless treasures. Soon after, Carter's benefactor, Lord Carnarvon, met an untimely demise under peculiar circumstances. This mysterious death of Lord Carnarvon, merely 4 months after the discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb, fueled tales of a pharaoh's curse. Legend whispers that it was more than a rare blood infection that silenced him. They say he dared to disturb an ancient king's eternal rest. Within just a few years of the King Tut's dagger being unearthed, 7 souls from the expedition had passed on. Such a tragic alignment only strengthened the belief that the dagger wasn't merely an artifact, but a gateway to a deadly curse. The lore goes that the moment an unsuspecting archaeologist removes the blade, meant to protect a pharaoh, a swift and certain doom is unleashed. Like ancient powers stirring from a centuries-long slumber, vengeance is being wrought for their disturbed rest. If curses are to be believed, then perhaps a dagger plays a central role. At our planet's southernmost point lies icy Antarctica, the coldest, most inhospitable continent on Earth. Spanning over 5 million square miles, it is shrouded in ice sheets that plunge more than a mile deep. Here, the average daytime temperature hovers around -49 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds sometimes exceed 100 miles per hour. In the desolate expanse of Antarctica, where research stations dot the icy landscape, scientists stand as the sole inhabitants. Geologists have long believed that the continent's harsh climate precluded any ancient human presence. However, in 2016, satellite imagery unveiled a peculiar structure emerging from the ice, sparking intrigue among researchers. The anomaly resembled a pyramid, fueling speculation about its artificial origin. More recently, reports of massive pyramids piercing through the Antarctic snows have become increasingly frequent, adding to the mystery surrounding this frozen land. Beneath the endless, icy expanse of Antarctica, a secret lies dormant, one that could potentially rewrite our understanding of human history. Imagine pyramids so flawlessly formed they echo those of Egypt, yet dwarf even the Great Pyramid in sheer scale. These structures, if real, possess bases stretching for approximately 1.25 miles on each side. Could it be that ancient civilizations once reached the shores of this frozen continent, establishing settlements long lost to time? And if so, how did they manage to erect such colossal monuments amidst the brutal, unforgiving climate of Antarctica? Geologists believe Antarctica has been locked in ice for millions of years, yet hints suggest a time when the frozen continent may have been free. Some areas might even have remained ice-free until the 4th millennium BC. Polynesian legends tell of mythical heroes reaching its shores. Who were these brave adventurers, and when did they achieve this feat? Argon, a French scholar, meticulously compiled diverse legends and unveiled them in his book, From Antarctica. Within its pages, tales of Polynesian peoples whisper of an enigmatic land characterized by white cliffs rising from the sea, sculpted by icebergs and teeming with peculiar creatures like seals and penguins. This depiction strikingly mirrors the Antarctica known to modern eyes. The Polynesians believed this land to be the ancestral home of their people, proclaiming, "From here, we first emerged." Once, the coldest place on Earth might have been warm enough to sustain human life. But why did people think so if it wasn't true? In 2017, German geologists extracted core samples from deep beneath the frozen Antarctic seabed. They aimed to analyze what the continent's climate might have been like millennia ago. Their discovery was astonishing. Early in 2017, the expedition utilized a specialized seabed drilling rig, a tool previously untested in the Antarctic. Using a specialized drilling rig, researchers extracted sediment samples and were immediately astonished to find evidence of over 60 distinct plant species, closely resembling those found in a tropical rainforest. Picture a climate reminiscent of modern-day northern Italy, flourishing in Antarctica. This remarkable discovery is particularly exciting because the harsh Antarctic conditions of today are completely inhospitable to plant life. Findings like these and the environments they are found in reinforce the idea that Antarctica and its untold mysteries hold the key to unlocking a deeper understanding of Earth's past. Carved during the 4th dynasty of ancient Egypt, around 2550 BC, these limestone monuments draw thousands of visitors daily. They come to marvel at the massive pyramids, imposing tombs, and the enigmatic stone guardian known as the Sphinx. Arguably the most recognizable statue globally, the Sphinx captivates with its sheer size. Hewn from a single block of stone directly from the Giza Plateau bedrock, the Sphinx stretches 73 meters in length, rises 20 meters in height, and spans 19 meters in width. For millennia, this colossal statue has been an object of awe and wonder. Even after centuries of research, the Sphinx holds numerous secrets that archaeologists are still trying to unravel. The Sphinx near the Great Pyramids of Giza is the most famous of all. Throughout ancient Egypt, sphinxes appear in various forms, from small sculptures to entire avenues lined with these mythical creatures, connecting temples. The Great Sphinx of Giza stands apart, a singular, monumental sculpture. Unlike other ancient structures, it seems to have served no specific purpose. This very ambiguity is what captivates us, fueling our curiosity. What was its true intention? What secrets does this silent guardian hold? For millennia, the Sphinx remained largely hidden, its purpose shrouded in mystery. Buried up to its neck in sand, only its head was visible for much of its existence. A famous depiction shows Emperor Napoleon standing before the Sphinx, still half submerged. Napoleon's connection to Egypt and the Sphinx might seem peculiar, but in 1798, he led an invasion of the ancient land. The unveiling of the Sphinx had a profound impact across Europe, sparking a renewed fascination with the ancient monuments of Egypt. It wasn't until the 1920s that a team of archaeologists, led by engineer Emile Barrès, finally managed to excavate the Sphinx from the desert sands. Their efforts revealed, for the first time in centuries, that it was not merely a head detached from a body, but a complete, colossal sculpture. This revelation marked a pivotal moment in our understanding of this enigmatic structure. Scholars, myself included, believe that the Great Sphinx was sculpted around 2500 BC, commissioned by King Khafre as part of his funerary complex. Whispers of mystery still swirl around the Sphinx, defying conventional dating. One compelling clue lies within the inventory stele. This ancient stone tablet recounts how Pharaoh Cheops, who reigned before Khafre, traditionally credited with the Sphinx's creation, undertook its restoration after a lightning strike. This detail is crucial because the inscription, dating back approximately 4,600 years, identifies the Sphinx as a pre-existing stone sculpture, hinting at a much older origin. Whispers of antiquity cling to the Sphinx, suggesting its origins predate recorded history, with the Egyptians merely adopting and restoring it. Certain archaeologists, intrigued by ancient inscriptions, propose the Sphinx's age dwarfs any known historical accounts. Some even believe the Sphinx itself holds physical evidence of its true age, etched into its very structure. I first encountered this magnificent monument in the summer of 1990, initially focusing my studies on the unique erosion patterns scarring its form. The Sphinx, a sentinel guarding the edge of the Sahara, presents an enigma that defies easy explanation. Comparing its erosion patterns to those across the Giza Plateau reveals a striking difference. While the rest of the plateau bears the unmistakable marks of wind erosion, the Sphinx's body and the walls of its enclosure exhibit clear signs of water erosion. This discovery hints at a past far removed from the arid desert landscape of today, suggesting the Sphinx may have witnessed a time when water, not wind, sculpted the very stone from which it was born. Imagine the Great Sphinx, a colossal guardian carved from the very bedrock of the Giza Plateau. It stands sentinel in the heart of the Sahara, a desert kingdom synonymous with scorching sun and relentless aridity. But look closely, and you will see the silent story etched onto its very stone. How could rain, that life-giving elixir, leave its indelible mark on a monument seemingly untouched by moisture? The answer whispers a tale of deep time, a narrative that predates the Sahara's reign of sand. The Sphinx bears the unmistakable signature of water erosion, suggesting its origins lie in an era far removed from the present desert landscape. Picture a time when the Sahara was a verdant land, nourished by gentle rains and blessed with a temperate climate. We are not talking about a fleeting shower, but a prolonged period stretching back millennia. The extensive weathering and erosion on the Sphinx's body point to a creation date at the tail end of the last ice age, perhaps around the 10th millennium before the Common Era, a testament to a world transformed. On the 4th of November, 1922, in the Valley of the Kings, Egypt, a young boy employed by a British expedition led by archaeologist Howard Carter was riding his donkey home when the animal stumbled, plunging into a pit hidden beneath the shifting sands. Carter and his team, investigating the site, uncovered a mysterious chamber, lost deep within the desert. The scene hinted at ruins from pre-dynastic Egypt. Peering inside, they became witnesses to one of history's most astounding archaeological discoveries. A vast treasure unfolded before them, artifacts of gold and ebony, meticulously arranged before another chamber. Two imposing statues guarded the entrance, sealed by an intricate combination of knotted ropes and clay. It was the lost tomb of the boy pharaoh, Tutankhamun. The magnificent find instantly dominated headlines worldwide, captivating the public imagination at a perfect moment. Unlike the tombs of most ancient Egyptian pharaohs, King Tut's final resting place had remained remarkably intact. Untouched by looting or destruction, It held untold archaeological riches and an astonishing array of artifacts. After nearly 3 months of meticulous work cataloging over 5,000 relics from the antechamber, on the 16th of February, 1923, shortly after 2 o'clock in the afternoon, journalists gathered to witness Howard Carter finally breach the seal guarding King Tut's burial chamber, undisturbed for over 3 millennia. Carter's excavation led him into Tutankhamun's tomb, revealing a virtually intact burial, secured within 9 protective layers. The sarcophagus itself was a masterpiece, adorned with gold, inlaid with precious stones, and comprised of multiple layers, ultimately leading to the central chamber housing the mummy of King Tutankhamun himself. As Howard Carter meticulously unwrapped Tutankhamun's mummy, removing the funerary mask and carefully peeling back layers of linen bandages, he beheld a face unseen by mortal eyes for nearly 3,500 years. The discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb, in a sense, was a resurrection. Egyptian beliefs held that oblivion equated to a true death. A forgotten name meant annihilation. Immortality, in their understanding, was contingent upon remembrance. The revelation of the boy pharaoh Tutankhamun's mummy reverberated across the globe, becoming an immediate sensation splashed across front pages worldwide. Yet the triumph of Howard Carter and his team was soon overshadowed by a series of mysterious and unsettling events. One evening, as Carter was dining, a disturbance echoed from the adjacent room. Upon investigation, a horrifying scene unfolded. A regal cobra, having somehow infiltrated the cage, was attacking his beloved canary. A chilling coincidence struck all those present. A cobra, ancient symbol of the pharaohs, and a small bird, its life extinguished so abruptly. The canary always goes first, the weakest link, a sinister omen. Not long after, Lord Carnarvon, the expedition's benefactor, also succumbed to fate. While working at an excavation site, he was bitten by a mosquito. A few days later, while shaving, he inadvertently nicked the bite with his razor. The seemingly insignificant wound led to blood poisoning, and Lord Carnarvon passed away. A renowned British radiologist who had arrived to take an X-ray of Tutankhamun's mummy soon contracted a mysterious illness after his work. The disease proved incurable, ultimately leading to his demise. In the aftermath of Howard Carter's monumental discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb, a chilling shadow fell upon the expedition. A minimum of 7 members met tragic and untimely ends. While some dismissed these deaths as mere coincidence, a more ominous theory took hold: the curse of the pharaohs. It was whispered that disturbing the slumber of Tutankhamun had unleashed a deadly force upon those who dared to intrude. Ancient Egyptians viewed death not as an ending, but as a transition to eternal life. Preserving the physical body was paramount, ensuring the spirit's continued existence. To violate a mummy's resting place, it was believed, was to invite unimaginable misfortune. The notion of a mummy's curse was conceived as a way to safeguard tombs from desecration. Throughout history, there have been documented instances where individuals who disturbed ancient burial sites met untimely and peculiar deaths. If not a curse, what could explain these events? The ancient Egyptians held an unwavering belief in the power of mummies, convinced that anyone who dared to disturb them would invite misfortune upon themselves. They repeated it time and again, a chilling warning against defiling the sacred rest of the deceased. Their words echoed through the ages, a somber prophecy hanging in the air.